Live from the heart of New York City, it's The Morning Show with Mike and Juliet. Monday.
Welcome back to another edition of Is It Normal? ... Today we're asking, what is normal when it comes to parenting?
Yeah, a new genetic test has just come out, allowing parents to determine the athletic ability of their children before they even leave the sandbox.
Mom and dads everywhere are signing up for it, making us kind of wonder, are some parents pushing their kids a little too hard?
Overly pushy parents can creep out their kids. They make shameful scenes on the sidelines, backstage,
Then I want to hear you pouting, okay?
and turn the house into home sour home.
Cut it out! What I did! You kicked me in my back!
The worst offenders often offer lame excuses for their ugly antics, like, I have big dreams for my kids. I want to give them a better life than I had. I only have the best intentions in mind. Experts have a new name for these pestering parents, helicopter parents, because they hover over every aspect of their children's lives. Most everyone has a war story to tell about such despicable dads and miserable moms. Just take a listen to this.
Growing up, if you don't win, daddy doesn't love you.
Parents don't need their second graders to be doctors, lawyers, and dentists. It's nuts.
Did I push my kids too hard? I feel I didn't push them hard enough.
My son's teachers have told me that in the past that I am too strict on him.
I used to teach martial arts, and we had a kid whose father would hit him when he wouldn't win at tournament. And my parents are really pushy sometimes. They really are strict. They keep you on a short leash.
That scene is just horrible. Let's welcome psychologist Dr. Laura Markham and child psychologist Gaitan Borders. And by the way, thanks for being here, ladies. By the way, if you at home have a question for our experts, log on to mnjshow.com right now. You click on the little link that says email us here, and we're going to get to as many of your emails as we possibly can. But let's just get right out to a question from the audience.
You got it, Juliet.
Yes, hi, I'm John. Is it normal for our 13-year-old daughter who trains about 7 days a week in figure skating that my wife has fought with the trainers and coaches in the past?
What? You did that?
Yes, I have.
What are you fighting about?
Just different methodologies, where she wants to go, what her goals are.
Yeah, 13 years old.
Doctor?
Well, first of all, if a parent is fighting with a coach, I would say that's a red flag about how invested the parent is in this, maybe over-invested. And I would... it's not normal to fight with a coach. That's your partner. This is a very important person in your child's development, and your goal is to create a great partnership, not to set a bad example for your child by fighting, because even if it's behind closed doors, your child picks up on the tension there, and that's bad for the relationship between the coach and the child.
I agree with Dr. Markham, Juliet. I say 7 days a week in training for your daughter, that seems pretty excessive. Is this a hobby? 7 days a week is a full-time job. Is this something she really wants to do?
I've asked her numerous times, believe me, with the costs and everything, and she says that's what she absolutely wants to do.
Yeah. Are you embarrassed when she fights with the coach?
Yeah, and the one coach doesn't even look at us anymore. I mean, I'm in the skating club, and I like getting along with everybody. I don't like to fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
And well, Dad, I think since you posed the question, maybe you're sensing that something is getting out of control, so I would encourage you to take the reins, pull it back, and get Mom in control.
Okay.
Next, we're going to go out on the street. Here's a question from a man on the street.
Hi, my name's Annette. I was just wondering, is it normal that I take my 3- and 5-year-old to go get manicures and pedicures? Because we love to do it.
All right, manis and petties. Gaitan, what do you think?
I think it's normal. I take my 3-year-old daughter with me to the manicure shop.
It's like a bonding thing.
It's a bonding thing. She likes spending time with Mommy. It's not every day. Every couple of weeks, she puts her little chubby toes up, and they paint little hearts and butterflies on it. What's the big deal?
Doctor?
I would say that there are many ways to bond with your child that are going to help her develop mentally, intellectually, emotionally, physically, and, you know, it's not really developmentally appropriate for a 3-year-old to be primping. She should be adventuring. She should be digging in the sandbox, not worrying about chipping her nails.
30 minutes every week.
Okay, we have a mom right here.
Hi, I'm Carmen. It's normal that I want my son to be successful in showbiz.
This guy right here?
Yeah, and I keep pushing him to go to auditions, even though I know he's tired sometimes.
Do you want to go to the auditions?
Yeah, so I can get more exposure.
What? It needs more exposure.
Laura? What do you think, Laura?
I would say when I hear a child... How old are you, hon?
Me, I just turned 9 yesterday. So.
Okay.
Oh,
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. When I hear a boy who's just turned 9 say that he wants more exposure, I worry about our culture of fame and celebrity and what that does to kids' minds, and I worry about the rest of his life. And, you know, job one for parents is protecting our kids, and that means getting a good night's sleep so the next morning he's fresh for school.
And Mom, I have to say, you use the word I so many times in your question. I want, I. Are you sure that this is your son's dream or not your dream? Because it seems like maybe you have stars in your eyes. Get an acting coach, girl. It's not too late. You can do it.
I think I might push him just to the auditions to go, but as far, like, if he want, when do I know, like, when is the time for me to stop and be like, you know, like, you know.
He's tired. He said he's tired. So this is maybe not what he wants to do.
Listen to him.
Yes.
Thank you. We'll come right back, Giulietti.
All right. Hang on 1 second. Take a commercial break, please. We'll be right back. Is it normal to pay my children for money? That's what one person wants to know. Be right back. Pushy Parents Edition. Psychologist Dr. Laura Markham is here. Also, child psychologist Gaitan Borders are taking questions. And if you have a question, email us at mjshow.com. We're going to get to them as many as we can. But I think we do have an email to start with. First question, yes, from Cecilia. From Cecilia from East Haven, Connecticut. Is it normal that I pay my child for every A they get in school? Is that normal, doctor?
That is not normal, Juliet. What that does, research shows that when you pay kids for grades, they stop taking enjoyment in learning and in excelling in school, and instead
every 4 months, though, that you get $10.
You know, the best way to get your kid to bring home a good report card is to instill good habits early, where every day you say to your kid, what's your homework today? How'd you do in that science test? Did you get your lab report back?
Absolutely. And, you know, to be honest, it's normal to want to reward your child, but what are you rewarding with? Reward with verbal praise.
Cash money, baby.
Nah.
What do kids really want from us?
Yeah.
I don't have kids, though, so why am I talking?
Is it normal to have such beautiful audience members? And here's the next question.
So I'd like to know, is it normal to only want to dress my daughter in designer clothing?
This is your little daughter.
She's wearing Ralph Lauren. She's wearing Moschino boots.
She's 3.
She's 3.
DKNY outfit.
Look at this outfit.
What's going on there, doctors?
I would wonder whether this child is being made her mother's personal fashion accessory. In fact, the truth is, I'll tell you personally, my personal opinion is it makes you look selfish. 700,000 children in this country went to bed hungry sometime last year. Professionally speaking, I think you should let your daughter choose her own clothes, because she's going to choose flowers and mismatched stripes, and she'll look like a rainbow. And is your self-esteem really so fragile you need her to...
outfit.
Right.
Yeah, but did she know what Ralph Lauren was until you taught her? What are you teaching her? Go ahead.
And did she really know about fishnets, Mom?
No, I put the fishnets on.
Right, I know, girl, I know. But she's a beautiful girl. She's absolutely adorable. She'd be adorable in anything. My problem with what you asked is what you're teaching your daughter. Are you teaching her that what she looks like on the outside is better than what she is on the inside? There's too many girls out here with low self-esteem. If she can't afford those fishnets in 20 years, what is she going to think about herself?
She looks absolutely thrilled.
She does. She's beautiful.
She'd look great in sweatpants.
Really
Thank you both.
Okay, we're going to go to another email question. This is from Judy in Florida. Is it normal that my 8-year-old daughter asked me to put her on a diet? And I did. Is that normal for mom to do that?
I do not believe it is normal. It is not normal. In fact, research shows that the way parents view body and self-image affects how children and girls relate to themselves later on in life. There's a nation of girls with low self-esteem and with eating disorders, as we know, and that's a major problem. So I would ask that mom to ask herself, how does she feel about her body when she looks in the mirror? Does she constantly criticize herself? Is she always on a diet? If so, that's probably where the daughter is getting it from.
Prepubescent girls put on weight before they shoot up, so it's normal to put on a little weight. And if you and your pediatrician agree that there's a problem, then it's totally fine to ratchet up the activity level, make sure everyone in the family is eating healthy. It's not normal to put her on a diet.
Is it normal for little girls to be asking this question now?
It's common. I don't know about normal. It's common, though, because, you know, girls really do focus on their self-image and they talk in schools, but I suspect that they are getting it from the parents, the moms, modeling it for them.
Doctors, thank you very much for joining us today. We appreciate it.